Hi everyone, this is Ann Terrio coming to you from my home in Bangor, Maine. I want to take a few minutes to talk to you about work ethic and business integrity. I was sharing this story with my friend Joe from San Francisco yesterday. He's a trader that I trade with, and we were speaking about how our different careers can transition and our work ethic can actually help us or harm us as to what we decide to do for future endeavors. And I just wanted to share this very quick. As many of you know, I was a lab tech down here at the hospital for 18 years. I helped doctors diagnose blood disorders, infections, all kinds of different things. And we also had a satellite lab where we ran specimens in the cardiac OR for patients who were having bypass surgery. And so I'd rotate down there a couple times a week, and I got to know the physicians, and I did, I was very respectful. I helped in any way I could, and I was always pleasant to them. So after I left my job, about 3 or 4 months later, I was walking down the hall at the hospital visiting a friend of mine, and it was about 7 o'clock at night, and the cardiac surgeon who started the program down here, one of the best cardiac surgeons in eastern Maine, was doing his rounds, and he stopped me in the hall and he said, "Where have you been? I haven't seen you." And I told him, I said, I left a few months ago and I started my own landscaping business. And he said, "Really?" And he says, "Do you have a card?" Now, granted, he didn't have any idea if I even had any landscaping skills. But what he did know what my work ethic was when I serviced his patients in the cardiac OR. So I handed him my card, and he says, I have 5 acres up here on State Street that hasn't been touched in 3 years, okay? He says, "I'll give you a call Monday, you can come look around, and you can see if it's something you want to do." So I left it at that, thinking, if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, no big deal. Sure enough, the phone rang on Monday morning, and he asked me to come up and to look over his property, okay? This property, okay, was designed by the same guy, okay, years ago, who designed Central Park, okay, Frederick Olmsted, okay? This was a landscaper's paradise, okay? This was something that boosted my business to no end, because not only did he have a huge property for me to work with, he offered his big diesel John Deere tractor, a gardening shed, tons of tools that I hadn't even invested in yet. And he pretty much put everything out there for me, okay? He told me, he said, "Do what you need to do. Don't worry about the cost. That is okay." Okay? So I worked up there with my nephew for 3 full months, okay? This put my business into high gear, all right? So the next thing that happened is he'd go back to the hospital, even though I wasn't working there, and during a surgery, he'd talk about the good work I was doing. Phone started ringing, anesthesiologists, nurses, other physicians, okay? So that's how my business started going. Moral of the story: people do business with people they like, okay? People will always respect you and your business integrity, and it will follow you wherever you go. It's a stepping stone. What you're doing right now is going to be a stepping stone to where you end up later. So every single day, treat people with respect, be pleasant, polite, because you just never know where it's going to land. And I'm thankful for all of the, everything that happened, as far as what I learned as far as business is concerned and dealing with people now. And it's transitioned into my online career, because now I don't just deal with the community, but I deal with people from all over the world. So I hope this helped you, and if there's anything else I can do, please reach out to me. Stay inspired, keep moving, and good things are always right around the corner, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.